Remember Sony action cams? They sadly stopped making them, but in my opinion they are one of the most fun vlogging cameras to use. The image quality of them isn't even that amazing. However, they have decent audio, stabilization and low light performance, a wide field of view, small file size, and it also fits in your pocket. They are tiny camcorders without a screen and a fixed lens. They were very cool for the time, but how is it using them in 2023? When I think of an action camera, I think of a camera that is very well built. However, when I dropped my Sony action camera a while back, it actually kinda broke, and after that all my videos were out of focus. So the build of the Sony action cams isn't even that durable when you don't use them with a case. However, they do feel nice in the hand. It's just that you don't want to drop them when they aren't in the waterproof housing. Most of the Sony action cameras are very small, and that is very nice, so you can easily put them in your pocket, and it is very light, so that means you can take it everywhere. And most of the cameras have different ports and buttons. Some of them have a headphone jack on the back so you can connect an external microphone, and some of them have a tripod mount on the bottom. However, not every one of them has that, so there are other ones that you need to have an adapter for. All Sony action cams don't have a screen where you can preview your image. You can only change menu settings. This also means that you don't know exactly what you are filming and what is in the shot and what isn't. On the other hand, the lens is so wide, so it almost captures everything and you don't really need to worry about if something is in the shot. And also, the menu system really sucks when it's the first time using it, and some things can be a bit confusing. All Sony action cams have a tele light on them, which is very nice, so you can easily see when you are recording, and some even have 3, and you can turn them on or off in the settings. And all Sony action cams have a Zeiss lens and the option for stabilization. Most of them are digital and some have optical, and the stabilization is decent. For the time it was great, however these days we have much better stabilization. It does really get the shakes out of the video, however it isn't a perfectly smooth gimbal shot. You can also shoot in slow motion on these cameras in 720p, but the stabilization will be turned off and the quality isn't great. With these cameras most of the time you have a lot of options with settings. So you can shoot in XAVC-S or smaller MP4 files. The MP4 files will still look decent but have a much smaller file size. And the XAVC will be bigger file size, but then you will get better image quality. However, even in XAVC-S the images aren't amazingly well detailed. The video quality is okay, but smartphones can take much better videos these days. However, this camera is small and you can easily carry it around, and with the case it is rugged and waterproof, and because of that you will put this camera in more places that you wouldn't put a phone in. And in my opinion I also prefer having a dedicated camera instead of a phone to record my videos, but that's personal preference. Of course it's understandable that the quality of these cameras isn't that good anymore because they are so old. It's really disappointing that they didn't make any new ones, because I really like their form factor. Even though the quality isn't amazing anymore, I still sometimes use these cameras, because I find it very fun to shoot with them. Because they are a very small size, and I know I will get a decent image without having to change a lot of manual settings. And because there is no screen, I also won't look at it, which means that I'm more focused on the moment itself and not on recording it. What do you think of Sony action cams? Let me know in the comments down below, and thank you so much for watching.